Okay. So in the isometric projection, basically what is meant by orthographic projection, the three-dimensional object is converted into two-dimensional drawings. And in isometric, the two-dimensional views can be converted into three-dimensional views. So it is a type of pictorial projection where in which all three dimensions of an object are shown in the one view. So you have to place object in a such a way that that object, if observer is see that object, then he can view three dimensions simultaneously. So that is what the isometric projection. So in this, an object is placed such that the three mutually perpendicular edges are equally inclined with the plane of projection. So all three dimension axes appear at equal inclination with each other. That is 120 degrees. So if you observe this one, these three axes are mutually perpendicular to each other. But if you see from this isometric view and if you measure it, that looks 120 degree here. Okay, so if you observe here, I can see the length, width, and height. So three dimensions simultaneously I can view for this particular isometric projection. So there are similar to that, there are isometric planes also. The planes representing the faces of the cube are called as the isometric planes. So whatever the objects we have seen, that the cube is there, and that planes representing the faces of that cube are called as the isometric planes. Okay, the isometric scale is there when one holds the object in a such a way that all three dimensions are visible. Then in the process, process of all dimensions become a proportionally inclined to observer eyes sight and hence apparent in length. So when we hold the object in a such a way that if it is not parallel to that particular plane and observer is looking three dimensions simultaneously, then what happened? All the dimensions look like as a apparent inner length. When it is true length, that line should be parallel to that particular plane where the view is going to be appear. And if that line is not parallel to that plane and observer is not looking from the front, then it is difficult to find the actual length of that particular object, or it is very difficult that view whatever the observed on the plane, that would be apparent view. Getting? So in practice, while drawing isometric projection, it is necessary to convert true lengths into isometric length, but we are not going to consider that part, that we are going to directly draw whatever the dimension we have with us in the question. So if you observe this diagram, so you will clearly understand that here that this one is actual true length, that is 45 degree. So if you observe here, if I draw a 45 degree length, let us take a 44 centimeter, like let us consider, then the isometric view, this length not look as a 4 centimeter. Okay, so that's why it is required to convert into isometric scale. So how we can convert it into isometric scale? If I draw a 30-degree line with the same point, and if I project all the dimensions, all the points where on that 30-degree line, so this 1 centimeter is converted to this one, so the length is reduced. Getting here? So the total length here 4 centimeter. You will not get the 4 centimeter length in a 30-degree inclination. So that will be reduced. That means the actual length will be reduced in the apparent view. Okay. So each and every dimension will be reduced in isometric view. If you observe here, but we are not going to converting. We are going to use dimension as it is for drawing of the isometric projection. So look at here, that are equally inclined to the plane, 30 degree this side, 30 degree this side, so that all three views simultaneously observer can view. Okay, so actually if you consider the box, then this plane and this plane is a 90 degree to each other, or this edge and this edge having angle 90 degree actually, but it looks like a 120 degree here. Getting? So simple example, this is a front view, top view, and then let us take this one is a side view, and this is a question, and you will be asked to find out the isometric view of this particular question. So obviously you know that when the orthographic view of this is like this, then isometric view of that particular question would be the box like or cube like structure. Okay, so how we can see that view, you can observe here. So it is a 40 height, 40 length. Okay, 40 height, 40 length, and 40 width. So that's why it is a cube like structure. Okay, so while drawing isometric projection, first of all you have to draw one horizontal line, then one vertical line, then draw two lines with an angle of 30 degree. Okay, 30 degree. So here left hand side view is there. So left hand side view means side view would be here and the front view would be here. Getting? So it is a reverse of orthographic projection. Okay. So I have to take width in this direction and length in this direction. No matter here length and width are equal. So that would be same for both the direction. So I will take this one as a front view from this direction because I'm looking from this side and drawing in this side. So always do remember whatever consideration you have learned in the orthographic projection. Okay. So here that front view in this X direction, that's why the front view is required to draw here. And it is a left hand side view means that should be on the left side and drawing on the right side in the orthographic. So that's why we can do that. We can take length in this direction 40 mm, then height is 40 mm. So height I can measure on this y axis. Let us consider this is a vertical axis, and then I have to prepare like this. So this square is a look like a parallelogram here, okay, or rhombus like structure. Okay, then this side also you have to draw, and then finally you have to prepare the top view here. The top view is also you have to draw this 40 mm parallel to this one, then this one, this 40 mm parallel to this one. So always do remember these are the reference lines. Okay, this vertical line and references, whatever the vertical lines are there, that should be parallel to this reference. Suppose if you are drawing in this surface, then all the vertical lines should be parallel to this line and all the horizontal lines should be parallel to this line, this reference line. Okay, if you are drawing in this surface, then all the horizontal lines should be parallel to this surface, this line. Okay, and if you are drawing in the top view, then horizontal lines should be parallel to this. If you are drawing in this direction, that should be parallel to this line. If you are drawing in this direction, that should be parallel to this line. So you can see here 1 2 3 are parallel to each other, 1 2 3 are parallel to each other, and then 1 2 3 these vertical lines are again parallel to each other. Okay, now front view, top view, and left hand side. Then next part, let us consider this part. Now here it is the right hand side view. In the last diagram, the left hand side view is on the left side. Here it is the right hand side view. Okay, so only the direction will be changed. Okay, so front view is in this direction. All right, so this front view is in this direction, drawing on the other side for ortho. And then right hand side view, that's why we have to take it on the right side. Okay, now next part, getting? So same consideration we have to consider here. Then top view, front view, right hand side view. Okay, top view, front view, right hand side view. Okay, so here you will get this isometric view. So isometric view, nothing but conversion of 2D drawing into 3D drawing. Okay, and orthographic means what? Conversion of 3D drawing to 2D view. So this is a reverse procedure here, reverse to the orthographics one. Now there are different shapes, how it looks in the isometric projection that we are going to learn here. So this is a rectangle, how it is looking in the isometric front view. So it looks like this, front view and side view, both are similar here. And then how it looks in the top view, you can get it here. Okay, then triangle, if you consider the triangle, then it looks like this. Okay, then if you consider the top view of that particular isometric view, then it would be look like this. So whatever the surface, top view surface, front view surface, side view surface, within that surface you have to prepare the shape. Okay, then if it is a pentagon, then how it looks in the isometric front view, so it would be look like this. So first of all, you have to prepare either rhombus or parallelogram here, and then within that surface you have to prepare your drawing. So similar to that in the top view also, because if you observe here, front view and side view, you will get the vertical plane here, but for the top view you will get the horizontal plane here. Okay, and within that surface you have to draw. Then that whenever the one of the cube and the hole is there, how that hole, circular hole, looks in the particular isometric view, you can see here. If it is a circular hole at the top surface, then it looks like this. In the side and front surface, it will be look like this. So it means that in the isometric, circle look like a ellipse. Okay, circle look like ellipse. So that's why we have to draw ellipse in the particular isometric projection while drawing as a circle in the isometric projection. Okay, now small example we will discuss. Let us consider this would be the example. Do remember that in the examination you will be provided only one question on isometric, or you will be asked only one question on isometric for 13 marks, 1-3, single question, 13 marks. Okay, and there will not be provided all the views, front view, top view, side view. Either you will be provided front view, top view, or front view, side view, any one of the side view. Only two view will be provided. Okay. And by imagination, you can develop the isometric view and you can consider the third view by your own. Okay. So do remember that you will be provided only two views, either front view, top view, or front view, side view. Okay. And you will be asked to find out the isometric projection or draw the isometric projection. So how we can decide the whether right hand side view or left hand side view is there? So I will discuss that part in the next example. So you can see here how that procedure is there. So you have to calculate maximum length, width, and height first here. So maximum length you can calculate here. There it is. This one is a front view. This one is a top view. So maximum length obviously you will get the 60 mm here. Maximum height you will get 25 mm because height you will usually getting in the front view, and width you will get in the top view, getting 34 width. So according to that, you have to prepare the block length 60, and considering this left hand side view, that we have to prepare the block like this first, and within that block whatever the question you have with you, that you have to draw. So here it is not required to give the particular dimensions, only you have to consider the dimensions, not required to show the dimension over there. So it is just example, do not consider this is a directly procedure. We have to learn the procedure on AutoCAD. So now this is what the answer of this, and the hole is there, so that's why that hole can be so that hole is look like a ellipse. So half circle is there, so half ellipse we have to draw it here. Okay, so this is what the answer of this question, whatever we have seen. So this is the question and this is the answer. Okay, now moving ahead, that we are going to solve this example on the AutoCAD directly. So I will share the screen on AutoCAD. So meanwhile, if you have any query, you can put it into chat room. We'll discuss later on at the end of the session. So from this onwards, it's very important to some settings are there. So you're supposed to learn that setting in AutoCAD. So first thing is that this one is a 2D drawings part of this particular AutoCAD, is 2D window here. We have to convert it into 3D window, that 3D window of that particular AutoCAD. So how to convert that particular 2D to 3D window? So first that command is there, just do remember these commands, or otherwise you can note down somewhere. So you have to use the snap command, snap, enter. Then once you enter the snap command, then you will get the style here. So click on the style. Instead of standard, we have to choose here isometric. Click on the isometric and specify the spacing, vertical spacing. So you can usually you can put 5 spacing, press enter. After that, do not forget to off this snap from here, and then you can start. So what happen if I use the snap button here, then that cursor will be changed. Okay, so that cursor you can see here, that one is red line and one is green line, you can observe that is changed. So now that cursor is in the 3 modes. How that modes can be changed? Look at here, you can use the F5 button from your keyboard or Control E button, Control E. So I can change the cursor. So look at here, suppose if I want to draw into the side view, I can change the cursor like this. So let us consider this is a red color, green red color indicate that x-axis, green color indicate that y-axis. Okay, then if I change the cursor by using Control E or F5 button, Control E, so it will be going to top view mode. So if I want to draw into the top view mode, that cursor should be like this. Again, if I use the Control E, so that would be in the front view mode. Okay, so that Control E, if I use the Control E button or F5 button, that cursor modes will be changed. Otherwise, here you can check out. So isoplane, right, top, and left. So left, right, and top. So these are the 3 different planes are visible here. So if I want to take it on the left plane, so I can click and I can go to this one. And if I use the Control E or F5 button, I can change the mode of the cursor. So there are 3 modes: front view, top view, and side view mode. I will consider left, right, and top plane. So according to the position of the that diagram, or according to the drawing into the diagram, you have to change the cursor mode. Okay, so the cursor mode can be changed according to the drawing. So here, are you getting how to change the cursor? So once again, I will show you. If I want to come back again to the 2D mode, so this is the 3D mode for isometric mode, I will consider. If I want to convert it into normal mode, then how we can convert it? Again, use snap, enter, then style here, click on the style, then standard. Instead of isometric, you have to use the standard. Standard and press 5 here. So that cursor will be changed as it is a normal 2D drawing or 2D drawing. So are you getting this one? And just do not forget to off the snap after using it. Okay. So I will just change it to again isometric mode. Snap, enter, then style, isometric. Instead of standard, I will use here isometric. Then use 5, enter, and do not forget to off the snap. Otherwise, if you on the snap, that cursor will move 5 point to point, means 5 mm. If I have given distance 5 mm, so that cursor will not move to in between that. It will move to point, means 5 to 5 in the diagram. Okay. Suppose if I want to move only 4 mm, if I click on the 4 mm, it will not pick up that 4 mm point. It will directly pick up 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. Likewise, the points will be picked up. So that's why we have to off this snap mode. Okay, and then you have to draw. So I will solve some simple examples. Suppose if I want to prepare a cylinder, how can I prepare the cylinder? So here, if I observe, I will go to the Control E button and change the mode. So if I observe here, so instead of cylinder, what I will do, I will just prepare a triangular prism here. So how we can prepare the triangular prism? So you can see here, suppose if I draw here, okay, then triangle, I have to give the height to this one. So I will use Control E button. So I will just use this like this. Then I have to move this circle, this triangle. So what I will do, I will just move it to this part. So Control C, and then, or you can use the copy button, select the base point and just move it here. Okay, and then I will connect this to this point to this point. Okay, so I think it is not properly joined. So how we can prepare? First of all, you have to prepare the block here. So this kind of will not work here. So how we can prepare? We have to prepare a block first. So why I am showing this? Without preparing block, it's difficult to draw. Getting? So that's why you have to prepare a block first, and then we have to draw according to height, width, and length. So I will show you how to prepare that block. A small example I will take here. Let us take a, if I want to triangular prism. So what I will do, I will just prepare a block of, I will Control E, height I will take a, let us take a 20 mm, and then this side I will take a 50 mm. If I take a 50 mm here, just do remember snap setting, object snap should be on here, otherwise it will not pick up the points. Okay, then here 50 mm, let us take a 50 mm, then here height is 20 mm. So I will just showing small example. I'm not solving this example, whatever we have taken here. So then this side Control E, let us take a width is, let us take 30 mm. Okay, then this side height 20, then this one, then this side, then this side Control E. So according to that you have to change it. So we have taken 50 mm, right? So likewise we have to prepare the block. So without, so this is what the limit for isometric projection. As like a limit for orthographic projection, we have to prepare a limits for isometric projection also, and then within that we can draw. Now we can draw it here by changing the color. So if I want to prepare a triangular pyramid, so I will prepare first triangle here. Okay. Then what I will do, I will just draw from this point to this point one straight line, and then what I have to do, I have to take this one also. Okay, and then what I have to do, I have to capture this, copy this from this point to this point, where here. Okay, and then we can join from this point to this point. Okay, that's it. But whatever the points here that I'm going to join from this to this one is a hidden, getting, this one is a hidden part. So this this is and this. These three are hidden. So I will use here hidden parts. Okay. And if I remove this part afterwards, so whatever the 0, 9 limits are, I'm going to remove it from here. Okay. So it would be look like this. But what is the rule here? We cannot show hidden lines in the isometric projection. So we can delete it. So it would be look like this. So this is a triangular prism. Getting? It should be like this. So this is the answer. If I show the triangle in the front view and rectangle in the side view, then answer of this would be isometric projection is here. Getting? So likewise, the scenario is there that for drawing particular isometric projection. So what I will do, I will delete it, and then I will come back to my original question. So here, whatever the questions are there, there would be only two views, either front view top view or front view side view. Okay, any one of the side view. So for preparing this kind of objects, how we can prepare for the isometric projection? You just pay attention properly now. Now this kind of question will be asked in the examination. So while observing this question, first of all, what you have to do, you have to draw one horizontal line here. Let us take a horizontal. So we cannot draw the horizontal line like this. So I have to change the mode of the cursor. Control E, Control E, Control E, Control E. So I cannot draw the horizontal line. While drawing in the 2D, I can draw horizontal line perfectly, but this cursor would be in the isometric view, so you cannot draw the horizontal line. So I will use here vertical line. So vertical line, I can draw vertical line by changing the mode of the cursor. So I can change the mode of the cursor. Suppose if I change the mode in the top view, it is difficult to draw the vertical mode. So when the cursor in the top view mode, either it would be move like this or it would be move like this. So automatically 30-degree lines will be appeared automatically, not required to draw as a 30-degree. So when it is a top view in the top view mode, that lines would be in the 30-degree automatically. You can see 30-degree automatically view here. Okay, this side also 30-degree automatically. So 150-degree means 90 plus 30. Sorry, 90 plus 60. So 150-degree there. From this side, it would be 30-degree. From this side, this to this. Okay. So likewise, we have to draw it here. Now, when you observe the question, what you have to decide first: maximum length, maximum width, and maximum height. So length you will get in the front view. So 30 plus 38, 68 here. Length is total 68. Getting height you will get also in the front view. So height is 18 here, 18. And then width you will get probably in the top view. Okay. So 15 plus 30 plus 15. So 30 plus 30, 60. So here height is 68, width is 60. Sorry, length is 68, height is 18, and width is 60 mm. So considering this dimension, we have to draw the isometric projection. We do not suppose to convert this dimension, actual dimension, to isometric dimension. We will consider as it is dimension, and you do not suppose to give the dimension after end of the diagram. Okay. Now, first of all, I will use the 18 mm height here. So start with height while drawing here. Just take the 09 color and just take the line, and cursor mode is a top view. So it is difficult to draw the vertical line. So change the cursor mode, Control E. So it is in side view mode or right hand mode. So I will put 18 mm here, 18, enter. So escape. So 18 mm height we have drawn. Now whether to take front view in this direction or in this direction, that is the question here. So while deciding the position of the front view and top view, front view and side view, it is must to find out the O point in the diagram. So you can observe here, the O point is here, origin point. Okay, O point is origin point. So you have to consider the O point here. If it is this O point is on this side, you have to consider the O point is here, this corner. Okay. Now, if I draw a lines like this side as well as this side, then this O, whether should I take length on this direction or this direction? That is the question here. So this O should be matched with this one, this origin. This O and this O should be matched. Okay. So if I place this particular diagram like this O is on this point. And if I place this diagram like this, then this O should be on this side here. So that's why this O should be matched with this one. So if I place this diagram like this front view, then O should be matched here. Okay, here. So this one is correct. So front view should be in this direction, and side view should be in this direction. Are you getting? So this O should be matched with this O, placed in such a way that this should be matched with this O. So if I draw the front view in this direction, then and then only this O should be matched with this one. Otherwise, if I draw the front view in this direction, O would be in this direction. This is very important, because if you change the position, the orientation of the diagram will be changed. Getting? And in that case, your marks will be reduced. So always do remember that. First, you have to find out the O point. So O point should be matched with orientation. It is called as a orientation. So orientation of this front view from this direction. Okay. So here O should be here. Okay. So I have to take the length in this direction. So I will take the length in this direction. I have plotted height here 18 mm. Then I have to plot length in this direction. So length, how many it is length? Length is 68. So 68 is there. Then again width in this direction. Control E. So width in this direction. Width is 60. Now I'll change the mode cursor. Okay. Now I have to give the height to all the points 18 mm height. So you have to prepare the block like this. Okay. So first this one, then Control E, this side it is 68 length. Okay. And then I will connect to this. Getting? So I have prepared the block. I have to prepare the parallel prepared here. Okay. So how we can prepare now this direction. I have to prepare the block for. So do remember for width, this particular side view, height into width. Height into width. This one is a height, sorry. This one is height, this one into width. Okay. For here, front view, length plus length into width. So this one is a length, this one is a width. Then for the top view, width into length. So here it is width, here it is a length. So if I want to draw the top view part here, Control E, I have to convert the cursor mode into the top view. And from here, how many mm? Equal to the width. So 60, because it is parallel to this one. And this side, 68, or directly you can connect to this corner. So this is what we have to prepare first. So this angle is 30 degree, this angle is 30 degree. So suppose if the observer is looking to this object, 3 views can be seen simultaneously. Okay, so front view, top view here, and then top front view, top view, and the side view. Okay, now we have to start drawing here. So I will start with the top view first. Why? Because if you observe this one, the shape of that particular diagram is like this, the general shape as like a top view, and the thickness is 18 mm. So let us consider if you want to manufacture this particular part, and you will be provided first one block, and then what you can do, you can prepare a hole at the top like this 30 mm. Then you can prepare a slot here. So just assume that the carpentry workshop, okay, you will be provided one block and you will be asked to prepare like this. Okay, so I have to remove the material 10 mm depth here, 18 mm depth here, 10 mm inside. Then I have to drill 30 mm hole at this location throughout. So likewise you have to assume. So for this hole, the dotted lines are there because this hole is not visible in the front view. This one. This slot is not visible from the front view. That's why this is dotted here. And this total block looking like a 18 mm thickness from the front. Okay. So slowly we have to drawing here. We have to draw it here. So here first, I have to find out the center point of this. So it is exactly at the middle. First horizontal center line exactly at the middle, 30 mm from this side. And also I think this part is also 30 mm from this side, because if you observe from this corner to center line is 30 mm. That's why the half circle radius is equal to 30 mm from this point to this point. So radius is equal to 30 mm. So 30 mm from this side, 30 mm from this side. So I have to draw one center line for this in the top view. So I will just directly take the center line, center point to center point. So you can directly midpoint join if your line is 60 mm. Then from this is horizontal center line, vertical center line I have to take 30 mm this side. So I will take a 30 mm from this corner, and then I will just join this. I will just draw outside, because if I take inside, it may take the center point directly. So I will just take it outside, and then I will trim this part. So I will delete it. Okay. So this is what the center. So already I have told you, when you look circle in isometric, okay, so it look like a ellipse. It look like a ellipse. So this normal circle will not fit into this one, this isometric view. So that's why we have to draw the ellipse here. So the command is ellipse. Ellipse, ELLIPSE. Enter. From the ellipse, you have to choose the isocircle. Isocircle. From the ellipse, you have to choose the isocircle. Click on the isocircle, and then take this as a center and draw a circle. I have to draw the circle in the top view. Okay. So top view circle having radius equal to 30 mm. So you can draw 30 mm. So you will draw the circle in the top view plane. Okay. How I have drawn, just I will repeat the process again. Ellipse, ellipse, choose ellipse here, choose isocircle, take the center and give the radius 30 mm. Getting? So this is a circle in the top view. If I want to draw the circle in the front view, I have to change the mode, control E, and then you have to use the ellipse. Ellipse, isocircle, and if I draw into the front view mode, so I have to draw like this, because this will not work in the front view mode, will not work in the top view. Always you have to draw, change the mode, front view, side view, likewise. Front and side is same, but top view is different one. Okay, so it is a half circle, so I have to take this as a black color first. Then I have to remove the half of the circle, that, so trim it. Okay, so this is half circle 30 mm. One more circle is there of diameter is equal to 30 mm, means width is equal to radius equal to 15 mm. So you can again use ellipse. Let us take, if I yes, ellipse, then isocircle here, and if I take this circle here, that 15 mm radius, it is not fitting. Why it is not fitting? The mode of the circle, mode of the cursor is side view mode. That's why it is not fitting properly. So it will not match here. So you have to delete it, because the plane, whatever you are drawing the circle, is a side view plane. So that's why it is not fitting. So you have to change the mode of the cursor, control E, in the top view mode, make it top view mode of the cursor, and then use ellipse. Ellipse, then take the isocircle, ellipse center circle is here, and then 15 mm. Okay, radius. So that would be fitted. Getting? Now you can extend this process. So this line is throughout, this line is also throughout, this side 15 mm, this side 10 mm, then 30, then 10, then 15. So likewise you have to draw. So first I will connect to this, then this side how many mm? 15 mm. Okay, then inside how many mm? Just only you have to give the direction and dimension. Inside there is a 10 mm. Okay, then this side 30 mm. Okay, then this side 10 mm, then this side 15 mm, this side throughout, connect to this. So that shape we have prepared on the top surface, not at the bottom, only on the top surface we have prepared. Okay, now next part is that we have to give the thickness to this part, because this is only surface. We have to remove this material, then this hole, then this material, and only we have to keep thickness along whatever the black color indicate here. So how we can give the thickness? Thickness is equal to height. 18 mm thickness is there. Thickness, that plate is having thickness 18 mm. That's why each and every corner we have to give the thickness of 18 mm. So 18 mm is already there. So I will use the 18 mm here. From this corner also I have to put 18 mm in a downward direction. So I will change the cursor mode, control E, this direction, 18 mm. Okay, 18 mm. So for this corner also I have to put 18 mm, 18 mm. Because each and every corner having, we have to give the thickness 18 mm. Okay, and then we have to connect these lines. So slowly it will be converted to 3D view. Getting? Also we have to give the thickness for this corner also, this corner. So this corner also we have to take 18 mm in a downward direction. Okay, and wherever it ends, that should be connected to the other end. So do not keep the corners open. So we have to connect it. Sometimes it is difficult to join this. So what you can do, you can slowly take it somewhat forward direction and then trim it, because automatically it will take the center point and other things. So almost you can observe here that it look like a 3D part here, this side, but this side it is not looking. Getting? Now just imagine, the imagination should be proper here, otherwise it's difficult to draw. So imagination you need to build, and it is possible only by practicing. Okay, now next part is there. For this side, the thickness is also 18 mm. For this circle also, thickness is 18 mm in a downward direction. This circle also, thickness is 18 mm in a downward direction. Because whatever the half circle is there, the same half circle is at the bottom surface. Whatever the circle at the top, same circle is at the bottom surface. So we have to copy this and move it in a downward direction. So how we can move? Look at here. That similar to the triangle we have seen, that triangular prism, just we have drawn before this diagram. We have copied that triangle and move in along the length. So here along the height we have to move. Okay, so you just go to the copy command, select the circle, and select, press enter, and select the base point, specify base point. Base point should be the center point of that particular circle. Okay, and then I want to move in a not upward direction. I have to move in a downward direction. Give the direction and the thickness. So thickness is 18 mm equal to the height, because the difference between two surfaces, top surface and bottom surface, is 18 mm. So that's why 18 mm we have to give it here. Okay, so that would be fit to the bottom surface. Okay, after that what we have to do, we have to join it, this to this. Before that, before joining, what you can do, you can trim whatever the overlap part, because that would not be visible. Already I have told you, the invisible parts, hidden parts, not necessary to show it here. So I will trim that part, because this will not be visible here. Okay, so that invisible part I have trimmed. Now you just connect from this point to this point. Okay, and also you can remove this part. So it is a totally imagination how it looks. Okay, so you can find, and just if you connect this point to this point, the whole 3D object will be there. So you can look how it is looking. Okay, then one more thing is remaining, that we have to give the thickness to this hole also in a downward direction. So you have to go to this one, copy, select this one, press enter, then select the base point. Base point as a reference point, or base point is a center point as a base point, and thickness in downward direction, not in upward direction. We have to give the thickness in downward direction 18 mm. Okay, and then only this part we have to keep, other part we have to trim. So it is required to trim this part, this one, as well as this one, and then you can delete this part. Okay, and then finally you can just delete these center lines as it is not necessary. Then finally you can just trim the delete the this 09 initial. So do not forget to, and then while removing one of the line is deleted here, so I will just join it that again from this point to this point. Okay, so this is what your final answer. And one thing is remaining here, we have to show the direction or orientation. So while showing here, we have to show arrow in front view direction. Okay, we have to show arrow in front view direction. So this is what the front view. So that's why I have to show the arrow in front view direction. So how we can show the front view direction arrow? So you just change the cursor in top view mode. Ortho of, that would be the front view direction. So do not forget to show the arrow. So arrow indicate that this one is a front view direction. Getting? Then this arrow indicate that the front view direction, and this side is a top side view. So always do remember this O point. O point, now if you observe, so this corner is this one. So this O point is overlap initial this O. Otherwise, if your direction may be changed, if you consider this one, this direction, if you consider as a front view, then whole object would be reverse way. Okay, in a reverse way. So always do remember, this should be, arrow should be in this direction along the front view direction. Getting? So this is your answer. Now I will just off the recording, and then